What's up, you beautiful viewers? We are back down here at Xtreme Rides. Now, if you remember last time I was down here, I did this one over here. Today, we're gonna be working over here. I had it all mapped out the other day. We're getting cars out of the way from me now, so that's good. It's cold, it's windy, it's rainy. I brought a shirt to try to dry the wall off, so hopefully that works. All right, this is the game plan behind me. I'm gonna show you now how I projected it the other night.
Sorry this is so dark, guys. I could barely see anything myself. It may be time for a new projector, but at least this got the job done. I was able to map out most of it. So what I'm putting on here is the Hulk holding their logo and kind of breaking out of the wall. And I'll show you guys now on the screen the rough mock-up that I made in Procreate on my iPad Pro to show the owner. And after that was approved and this was all mapped out, it was time to get painting in the morning.
All right, moment of truth. Let me see if the wall is dry. Okay, the wall is actually pretty dry. The only thing I'm worried about is this wet pit of rocks that my ladder is going to be on. Wish me luck. All right, I'm going to jump right in, start with the background, and then I can get into the Hulk. You can see here that there's paint dripping right above my head. Yeah, it's also not saturated. The paint is really not working too well because, well, it's December in New England, and I never should have agreed to this, but I'm gonna try to do a little more, see if it works. Maybe I'm just gonna have to layer the paint a lot and see if that maybe helps, but without causing drips at the same time. So I don't know. This is a tough one, guys. All right, the background is all mapped in. I'm gonna work on the bricks to try to make them look a little more three-dimensional, add some shading, some cracks to the wall, make it look like the Hulk is really breaking out of the wall, hopefully. Just wanted to climb up here and show you guys something. So, let's see where this drip is. This part is actually supposed to be gray, and that part is actually supposed to be orange. But remember, there's no mistakes, just more content.
That was a quick, easy fix. And now I'm just fine-tuning all the bricks that are showing through and just kind of cleaning up the edges a little bit. What I did here with the background was I just did a gradient of orange to yellow, just a nice blend across the wall. It's always a good idea to get some nice complementary colors, and I figured since the Hulk was going to be green and he was going to be the focal point, having a nice orangey yellow behind him would really set some like contrast and just make it look nice and vibrant on the wall. And you can see me doing some cracks here with the stencil cap, the tiny pink stencil cap. You could find that online. I say it in all my videos all the time. It's one of my favorite caps. I'm not paid to say that. I should be, but yeah, it's definitely a very useful tool. The rest of the background was done with the stock cap on the Montana black cans, which is also known as the orange dot. It's just a nice wide cap that helps for covering large areas very efficiently. And for this portion here, I am using the level 1 cap. This is probably the cap that I use most often. Very versatile. You can color in large sections, but also get a lot of fine details with this cap as well. I'm getting into the face now, but there's a little forewarning not to get too attached to it because it might just go away a little later. There's so many layers that go into making this look a little more complete, but one of the most important things to layer in is a commercial for my website, kbooart.com. That's right. If you guys want to support me more, you can head on over to my website. Feel free to check it out where I've got plenty of merch available. There's pins, stickers, prints, original artwork, t-shirts, hoodies. Yeah, check it out. Or don't. I appreciate you guys either way. Thanks. see here there's a little back glow coming from behind the character onto his shoulder. So I'm just kind of blending lighter and lighter tones, layering them on top of each other to create that glow effect that you see here. And that's right before going into the lettering. If you guys watch my last video of what I did down here, I hate doing logos. I'm not gonna lie, I am very honest about it. There's no fun in it. It's copying artwork that's already been created, but I agreed to do this because I thought it'd be fun to add the Hulk. So we met in the middle. I got to do a character, the owner got his logo. But honestly, for any viewer watching, if you ask me to do your logo, I'm probably gonna say no. Just being honest. It's hard to rewatch this. There's so much detail that I'm pouring into this, and I already kind of hinted at the fact that the face may change and not to get attached to it, but I figured I'd show you guys what I went through. I did not use a reference. I was just kind of like making this up as I went along, and that was probably a huge error on my part. I, did what I thought the Hulk should look like and just kind of started making a face on the wall, but it helps to reference sometimes. I'm only human, guys. I did my best. Well, for all you Marvel fans, sun's getting real low. I'm running out of time. So I'm going to try my best to finish this, but I might have to come back tomorrow. See if we can get it done. All right, guys, I'm going to call it for today. I can't feel my hands, which would be cool if I was painting better, but the paint is getting super drippy too. You can see here, the paint's been in the cold too long. It's just not good. I'm going to try to pick up some of those like hand warmer things, see if that'll work tomorrow for my hands and for the bag of paint. So I don't know. I'll check back in tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I'm back. And it's still super cold, but at least I have these hot hands, so I'm going to put one in my glove and one in the bag of paint to try to keep it warm. I also looked at the photo last night, and there's a lot of things I want to change about the face, so I'm going to go back into that, try to make it a little more fierce looking, like the Hulk. One of the other things I noticed when I was looking at the photo the night before was that the bricks weren't really popping out. It didn't look like it had the effect that they were cut out. So I thought maybe I should just line them, even though it looks more stylized that way. I thought it would just be a better option to just kind of line the bricks in black so that they would pop out a little more. I'm looking at the face and there's still something off about it. So I think I'm just going to paint over it. I don't know. There's no mistakes, just more content, right? So let's go for it. I'm going to cover the face. All right, guys, I'm all wrapped up down here. Made it way more stylized. To me, it was the difference between him looking like the Jolly Green Giant and the Hulk. Let me know what you guys think, though. And I'm about to show you the final results in just a second. But do me a favor. In the comments, let me know, who's your favorite Marvel character? All right, guys, here it is. The final product.